Hi friends, it's Miss Megan. I wanted to take this time to make a video today to share with you two of my favorite books. In the month of May, we celebrate our moms, but it also is Foster Care Awareness Month, and that's very special to me because I have been a foster mom and now I'm an adoptive mom and I'm also a stepmom. So I really love to read these two books to my babies, and I hope that you enjoy listening to them with your families. And my friends, don't forget on Sunday to give your mom extra love for Mother's Day. So our first book is Guess How Much I Love You. Little Nut Brown Hare, who was going to bed, held on tight to Big Nut Brown Hare's very long ears. He wanted to be sure that Big Nut Brown Hare was listening. Guess how much I love you, he said. Oh, I don't think I could guess that, said Big Brown Nut Hare. This much, said Little Nut Brown Hare, stretching out his arms as wide as they could go. There. But Big Nut Brown Hare had even longer arms. But I love you this much, he said. That is a lot, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. That's how much he loves him. I love you as high as I can reach, said Little Nut Brown Hare, stretching up really tall. I love you as high as I can reach, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That is very high, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I had arms like that. How tall he is. Then Little Nut Brown Hare had a good idea. He tumbled upside down and reached up the trunk of a tree with his feet. I love you all the way up to my toes, he said. Trunk, the Little Nut Brown Hare. And I love you all the way up to your toes, said Big Nut Brown Hare, swinging him up over his head. I love you as high as I can hop, laughed Little Nut Brown Hare, bouncing up and down. Bounce, bounce. But I love you as high as I can hop, smiled Big Nut Brown Hare, and he hopped so high that his ears touched the branches above the tree. There's the trunk of the tree. This is the branch. Over here is the leaves. Remember, we're learning about trees. That's good hopping, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I could hop like that. I love you all the way as far as the river, cried Little Nut Brown Hare. Use the river and over the hills, said Big Nut Brown Hare. There's the river, and there's the hills. That's very far, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. He was almost too sleepy to think any more. Then he looked beyond the thorn bushes, out into the big, dark night. Nothing could be farther than the sky. They're looking at the sky. Nighttime, they're getting sleepy. I love you right up to the moon, he said, and he closed his eyes. Oh, that's far, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That is very, very far, Big Nut Brown Hare settled Little Nut Brown Hare into his bed of leaves. There's his bed of leaves. He leaned over and kissed him good night. Your mommies kiss you good night? I bet. Then he lay down close by and he whispered with a smile, I love you right up to the moon and back. In our family, we say that a lot. I love you to the moon and back. This is one of our favorite books. Guess how much I love you. The Little Rabbits, and it's got lots of trees like we're learning about. This is the second book. This is one of my favorites. I remember when my mom used to read this to me. It says, I love you forever. That's the title of the book. And we got a little boy here making a big old mess in the bathroom. This is a mother held her new baby and very slowly rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she held him, she sang, I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. The mommy and her baby. The baby grew and he grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was 2 years old, and he ran all around the house. He pulled all the books off the shelves, he pulled all the food out of the refrigerator, and he took his mother's watch and flushed it down the toilet. Sometimes his mother would say, "This kid is driving me crazy." Did your mom ever say that about you? I bet right now when you're locked in the house, you're driving your mommies crazy. My daughter's 2 years old, and the other day in the bathroom, she put toilet paper everywhere, just like that. But at nighttime, when that 2-year-old was quiet, she opened the door to his room. She crawled across the floor, looked up over the side of his bed, and if he was really asleep, she picked him up and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. While she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." Bet your mommy's going to check on you while you're sleeping to make sure that you're safe in your bed. The little boy grew, he grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was 9 years old, and he never wanted to come in for dinner. He never wanted to take a bath, and when Grandma visited, he always said bad words. Sometimes his mother wanted to sell him to the zoo. There he is, 9 years old. But at nighttime, when he was asleep, the mother quietly opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, and looked up over the side of the bed. If he was really asleep, she picked up that 9-year-old boy and rocked him back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." Even when you're big, 9 years old, your mommies are going to want to hold you and love you. That's what we do. The boy grew, he grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was a teenager. He had strange friends and he wore strange clothes and he listened to strange music. Sometimes his mother felt like she was in a zoo. The boy and his friends, being teenagers, making a big mess. But at nighttime, when that teenager was asleep, the mother opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, and looked up over the side of the bed. If he was really asleep, she picked up that great big boy and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. While she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." That teenager grew. He grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was a grown-up man. He left home and got a house across town. When you grow up, you're going to leave your house and you're going to get your own place and start your own families. But sometimes on dark nights, the mother got into her car and drove across town. If all the lights in her son's house were out, she opened his bedroom window. She crawled across the floor and looked up over the side of his bed. If that great big man was really asleep, she picked him up and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." There's Mama. She's gotten old, and the son is all big. He's a grown up now. Well, that mother, she got older. She got older and older and older. One day she called up her son and said, "You better come see me because I'm very old and sick." So her son came to see her. When he came to in the door, she tried to sing the song. She sang, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always." But she couldn't finish because she was too old and too sick. The son went to his mother. He picked her up and rocked her back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And he sang this song. "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my mommy you'll be." Now it's his turn to take care of his mommy. Son came home that night. He stood for a long time at the top of the stairs. Then he went into the room where his very own new baby daughter was sleeping. He picked her up in his arms, very slowly rocked her back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while he rocked her, he sang, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." And now he's a daddy, and there's his baby. And he's singing the same song his mommy sang to him. I love this book so much because it is exactly what it feels like to be a mom. No matter how old you get, your moms love you the most in the world. And don't forget that. So have fun celebrating Mother's Day with your moms and your families this weekend. Don't forget about your grandmas and your aunties and uncles, and give them lots of love and stay safe. Bye.